Hey everybody, welcome to the CharlieB podcast. I'm your host, CharlieB. Do you ever feel like you have so much going on and you just need to breathe? Being a wife and mother can be so overwhelming and sometimes you just need a minute. Take that minute with me, CharlieB. In this space, we'll talk about marriage, motherhood, and just being a woman. How do we manage to keep it together in the midst of everything that's going on? We're women, and that's just what we do. So listen, this is that pull up to the house and sit in your car for a minute moment. We all need those. You didn't have to, but I'm so glad you decided to spend that moment with me on the CharlieB podcast. Let's jump right in. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the CharlieB podcast. My name is Charlene, better known as CharlieB, and I am so glad that you took out the time to join me. Tonight is an episode or a series that I've started where I am putting the spotlight on some entrepreneurs. I'm so happy and proud and excited for everyone who is an entrepreneur. I realize that it is not an easy task, but when God calls you to do something, it is very important that we use our gifts and talents the way that He wants us to. And tonight, I am so honored to have this beautiful young lady with me. Jessica Kyle, say hello to the peoples.
Hello, people. Hi, how are you?
Oh my gosh. Listen, this is going to be a great night. Jessica and I grew up together. We went to Burlington City High School together, and it is such an honor to have you on as my very special guest tonight.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Why don't you take out a few minutes to just introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about you and your family.
Well, thank you. I have to laugh, and I said, we go way back because you called me Jessica.
Oh, yes. Jessy,
no,
my
but
bad.
I love it. No, but I love it. I love it.
Yes.
But I do go by Jessy Kyle, but I do love when people call me Jessica because it means, oh, yeah, we really go back.
You're right. I love it.
But I am Jessy Kyle, and we did go to school together, go to Burlington, Blue Devils. And so I am a singer by trade, and I started singing professionally at 16.
Yes.
And I've had a really nice career. I always say I'm not rich or famous, but I've been blessed to make a living singing. Singing has taken me all over the world. Recently, I was in Spain in June singing. So I've been very, very, very blessed. I am married to a wonderful man named Brendan. We have a wonderful daughter, 16 years old. She's a great kid. Malia, she was our miracle baby. We'll get to that. And I've been, as I said, been singing for many years. My husband and I had a pizza shop. We just opened an ice cream shop a few weeks ago with two of our friends. And I am an entrepreneur as well, and technically an inventor because I have a patent for the design of my new bra, which we will get to, the Betterly bra company. But yes, grew up in South Jersey, lived in Philadelphia for many years, and I sing the anthem also for the Sixers and the Eagles and occasionally the Flyers. And I live now in Bucks County with, as I said, my husband, our daughter, and our 94-pound bulldog.
Oh, goodness. Okay, Jessica, a few things. First of all, I didn't know you have a pizza shop and an ice cream shop. We're going to talk about that. I have to tell you, so growing up, you know, the McCurry sisters, me, Tracy, and Esther, we sang, right?
Of course.
So
yes,
Tracy graduated before Esther and I. It was Tracy first, then me and Esther. So anytime there was a talent show or an assembly, you knew Jessica Kyle was going to be singing. But we would always pray that you were not going to be in the talent show because we knew.
Stop it.
I promise you, we knew. Oh my gosh, she is so annoying. I can't wait. Why is she singing? Oh my gosh, because you knew Jessica was going to win the talent show. We're talking
Now,
about singing
that's
and
funny
playing
because
the piano. Whitney, was it The Greatest Love of All? Whitney Houston's The Greatest Love of All?
yes, that, and there was some Barbara Streisand in there.
Oh, Jessica, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you the truth of the matter. We hated you for singing the way that you did. I was
Stop
like,
it.
we can't win because Jessica, every time we have a talent show, Jessica Kyle sings. And because she sings and plays and she sounds like, you had such an amazing voice and such an amazing talent.
It's funny you say that because it's all perception, because I tell you, I felt the same way when Seven Shades of Harmony was going to do something. I sat there like, all right, well. Yeah. In fact, I was funny. I hadn't thought about this in years. Remember we used to do this competition out at,
yes,
I want to say, was that
Teen
BC?
Arts? Was it Teen Arts?
It was Teen Arts.
Yes. I remember.
And Seven Shades of Harmony. And so however you felt with the talent show, I felt at Teen Arts, because people, I don't know if you remember this. Of course, you guys had such a following. I mean, amazingly talented, no doubt. But kids were cutting class to come out and support you.
Oh my gosh!
And when Seven Shades, Seven Shades, I haven't thought about this. You guys killed whatever song you did, and it was like, yeah. And then Jessica Kyle was like, but I don't think I won, but you didn't win, and you should have won, but it was a technicality, something. It's really just a dumb technicality. And when I tell you, all the kids from Burlington hollered when you didn't win.
I remember Jessica.
But I felt that same way about Teen Arts. Like, well, I guess it's not for me today.
that is so awesome, though, that our school had so much talent.
Absolutely.
Now, the Seven Shades of Harmony, for everybody who doesn't know, was 7 girls. It was actually me. I'm going to take my credit for putting that group together.
Please do. Take it.
Me and Esther, Deshawn Crump, Dinita Seals, Leilana McLeod, Tiffany Godet, and Janine Allgood.
Yes.
All these church girls that could just sing, and we came together, and we thought that we were Take 6 2.0.
Yeah. Yes, love it. I love it.
We were the female Take 6. We sang a cappella. And I can tell you of insurance, I have not heard a group that sounds like the Seven Shades of Harmony.
Oh, it was special. There's no two ways about it.
Yes,
no,
Lord.
It was special.
It was a blessing. It was definitely a blessing. And
and for you ladies to be so young.
Yes.
And just have, well, that's also, that's God moving, but to be so young and to won't be that gifted, but the harmony, clearly that's your name, was very, very, very special. And you're right. It's just, so y'all were singing. Y'all were singing. But
we would say the same thing about you, Jess, because we would be like, oh my gosh, she can you were so talented and so classy and just so beautiful. Giving your heart to the audience. And I thank God for each of us. You know what I mean? And
amen.
We grow from it, we learn from it, and we still had each other's back.
Absolutely. No two ways about it.
And here we are today. Are you still playing the piano?
I don't play as much. I don't play out. I played for many years, actually.
Yeah.
But I don't. I mean, I was good enough, and thankfully I made a living doing it for a long time. But I didn't love it. I just preferred to sing. So yeah, no, I don't play out anymore.
Don't let me learn how to play the piano. You wouldn't be able to tell me nothing, girl. You wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. I am so glad that we took that trip down memory lane. That was pretty awesome.
Absolutely.
We've got some history, and I love it. And you mentioned that you are the Sixers. Every time I see you on Facebook, I'm like, Jessica is really singing for the Sixers. Like, you're like their favorite pick for singing.
Oh, that's nice.
And I think it's so awesome. Congratulations to you for that.
Thank you. Last year was my 30th season.
Wow.
30 years for the Eagles. And not as long, but maybe 27 for the Flyers.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, Jess.
And I'm a big sports fan. So it just is, an honor to be, invited back every season.
That is a huge honor.
Yeah.
That's a huge honor.
And since I will say I thought that I was the best wife ever when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl, and I was invited by the owners to go out to the Super Bowl and perform at their private party the night before the game. And so, of course, I get this phone call. I'm very excited. And of course I asked, well, how much do you pay? Oh, well, we don't pay, but it's a flight and
wow.
hotel and everything, entrance to all the parties and 2 tickets to the game. Are you married? Yes. Oh, and for you and your husband. So, of course, we went and we won. I mean, I'm thinking I'm the best wife ever.
Of course.
And until he gave me his kidney last year, so he wins.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. So you don't get paid, but you really get paid because
exactly.
Tickets could be pretty pricey.
Yeah.
And who's getting into any parties or anything?
Yes, that was fabulous. That was a blessing, and of course we won. It was just just a great highlight of our lives. It was incredible.
I love it. Jess, that's so awesome. Listen, we're going to get to the kidney and we're going to get to all that. I want you to, this series, as we said, everybody, we're shining the spotlight on entrepreneurs, and Jessica is an entrepreneur in more ways than one. I had no idea that you had a pizza shop and an ice cream shop. Can we talk about that for a little bit first?
Yes, of course.
Please,
yes, thank you. My husband, Brendan, grew up in the Somerton section of Northeast Philly. And to make a long story short, there was a pizza place that had been there for 40 years, abruptly closed and sat vacant for many years. And my husband, every driving by, because his parents still lived 2 blocks away, and every time we'd leave their house, he would complain and lament about it being closed and someone should open it. And short of the story is he came home and said, babe, I talked to the owner and I made an offer. Now, mind you, I'm a singer, and he runs a company. He's a capsule filling machine. So when you take capsules, he makes the machines that do that. So to say that we are not restaurateurs, or we were not restaurateurs at all, but it was an opportunity. It's in this we just figured out, it's pizza. Let's make it happen. And we did. We opened up in 2018. And then, of course, the pandemic hit, and somehow we not only survived, we actually thrived because we're small, right in the neighborhood. It's all residential. We stayed open and followed all the protocols. And it's been an incredible blessing. So that's how the pizza shop came about. And the space right next door, literally our doors touch, was vacant as well. And what's better than pizza and ice cream? And so we just opened an ice cream shop next door. That was 2 weeks ago.
Stop it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so we're really fortunate because although we're in Bucks County, but my husband's, my mother-in-law still lives there. My sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, their families. And so we are fortunate that the pizza shop, we probably know 85% of our patrons by first name. So it's just really, really a blessing.
That's amazing, Jessica. Tell me the name of the pizza shop.
It's called Mamma Mia's.
Mamma Mia. I love it.
Yes. Mamma Mia's. And it was, so when my husband said, hey, let's open this place, he did a deep dive, like, well, what do we name it? And a lot of owners were saying, name it after your mom. And he's like, well, Kathy's Pizza doesn't really have a ring to it. But all of the grandkids call her Mamma Mia. And so Mamma Mia's Pizzeria. And a few weeks, perfect. And dare I say it gets better. Right 2 weeks before the Super Bowl that we talked when the Eagles won, we lost my father-in-law. And so, of course, very difficult.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Thank you. The grandkids call him Pop-Pop. And so the ice cream shop is Pop-Pop's shop. So Mamma Mia's and Pop-Pop's are right next to each other.
Oh My goodness.
Yeah, it's really special. It's very special. We're
It's
happy.
called Pop Pop's Shop.
Yep, Pop Pop's Ice Cream Shop.
What's the address to your pizza shop and your ice cream shop? We just gonna
It
put it
is.
all out there.
Thank you. It's 15002 and 15002A, Endicott Street, 19116, the far northeast, the very top of the city.
This is me giving you an applause. Everybody, put your hands together.
Oh, yeah.
For Jessy Kyle.
Thank you.
Man,
Thank you
Jessica,
very much.
I'm not going to ask too many questions about. You said your husband makes the machine that makes capsules. I don't even listen.
Yeah, so his company builds the machines, and so I'm giving him a plug. KLS Machines, and his capsule filling machine that he builds does like 225,000 capsules an hour. It's like crazy.
Pill capsules.
Yeah, like capsules that you take, pill capsules of vitamins, anything that comes in a capsule.
He owns this business?
Yes.
Wait a minute. So he's an entrepreneur in many ways too. Like,
yes,
y'all are just doing the whole thing.
Yes, we are. In other words, we're crazy. Yes, that is true.
Tell me again the name of his capsule machine building company.
It's called KLS Machines.
Wow.
And, yeah. Yes, so there's a little bit of crazy.
Well, I know somebody that actually has a husband that builds machines. I've never been able to say that before, Jess. So thank you.
I'm glad for that.
I don't even know what to say. Like, jeez. First of all, honestly, okay. We're probably going to get so far away from Betterly Bra Company, but I don't even know how you find time to do all these different things.
When Brendan and I got together, when we got married and had our daughter, I always said he had a real job. He was working for a different company, learning the business, doing the business. But I had 9 to 5, and I was still able to sing at night and on the weekends, so it worked. So my little music career has really afforded me a full life of not just singing, but being able to really be a stay-at-home mom who worked at night on the weekends while my husband. So that's really where the time is. So I'm also grateful to have control of the freedom over our schedule.
Thank God.
Schedule.
Man,
yes,
that's really incredible.
It really is. I mean, as we're building these things, and we'll get to Betterly, but I was just saying to somebody today how grateful I am. I don't know, because it's very challenging getting this company off the ground, and people do it while working a 9 to 5. So I'm like, I have no excuse. I mean, I am up at 5 and I am working all day, but it's a different kind of, I stopped work to take my daughter to her physical and come back. But all that to say, I understand how very, very fortunate I am to be able to do these things.
But also the hustle and the grind and the dedication and the heart that goes into being an entrepreneur. And that's why I felt like it was so necessary to shine the spotlight, just to give you all your due. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of work that goes in. You just go pick up your medicine. You don't even think about, who made this capsule that I'm about to swallow? Nobody ever thinks about that.
Yeah, exactly. You don't think about it at all. You just open the bottle, take it, and somebody made
the machine that made the capsule.
Exactly.
Never, ever in my entire life have I ever cared or thought about who made the machine that made these capsules. I just took the capsules, right? So thank you, Brendan and KLS Machines, for your diligence and hard work. I'm so proud. That makes me so proud to even know you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very proud of my husband. He was at a different company for, 17, 18 years, and just saw an opportunity and just always knew he wanted to be his own boss, and saw an opportunity. And so he left this incredible job to start his own company. It was a leap of faith, but we had a plan. It was a time that we sold our home.
Mm-hmm.
We sold everything in it. We moved into my in-laws' basement. So, because we had a vision of his company, of the pizza shop, of my bra line, of course, taking care of our daughter. And so, that's what we did. And so now things are, that was the seed that was planting.
Yes.
And things are just starting to sprout now. So it's blessing.
And the sacrifices that you have to make to
Yes,
get where you need to be.
Yeah, I mean, I was a 45-year-old woman living in her in-laws' basement. But, listen, very grateful, very, very grateful to my mother-in-law for opening her home and just said, hey, stay as long as you need, do what you're doing. It's incredible. So, it was I would say, a little bit of a teeny bit of a sacrifice. Because, the joke is that my mother, who lives in Florida, came up to visit on March 16th of 2020. Well, then, the world shut down 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah.
So it was my mother-in-law, my mom, my husband, our daughter, our 94-pound bulldog, and me in this little house. It wasn't supposed to be all of us for, 9 months. But that's what you do. And that's what family is. And it really was good.
And you roll the punches and you survive, right?
You absolutely do.
It's a beautiful thing. Wow.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And then, it also, that was my beginning. The summer of 2020 was the beginning of my most recent health issues. So having my mom there and my mother-in-law, who is also a nurse, to help with me, help with my daughter, our daughter, it was also a blessing.
So let's talk about Betterly Bra Company. You are the founder and the CEO. Let me just say congratulations.
Thank you.
I don't like bras.
Nobody does. I know.
Them.
But we need them. Well, exactly. That's exactly right.
So thank you for thinking of us. Tell us about Betterly Bra Company. What made you decide to make a bra? And go.
Well, yes, nobody likes a bra, but, social norms dictate that we have to wear them, and so we do. And I think a lot of people know that statistically, studies show over 84% of women wear the wrong size bra. Mm-hmm. And regardless of your age and your body type, most women really struggle to find a properly fitting bra for various reasons. Sizing, different companies size different ways, use different measurements, and size their bras differently. And so my issue of, since middle school, I have a narrow back and I have a large bust, and traditional companies don't make my size. So going back to even high school when I played soccer, I'd wear 2 bras. I'd wear one big enough where the cut would fit, and I'd either cut and sew that back, or I'd wear a second bra with a tighter band to get the support. So I did that for many years. Wow. And, and that has its challenges about different outfits you can't wear. Strapless bras I couldn't wear. And so, in fact, I started after high school. I didn't go to college. I started singing in this group. And we had a photo shoot, and it was a halter shirt for which I couldn't find a bra. In the morning of the shoot, my mom took actual masking tape, like not even medical grade tape, but masking tape, and wrapped it around me and fashioned a bra out of this tape. So it was ugly. Yeah, it was awful and painful. And I remember I was like, I'm gonna design a bra that really fits. And that was 30 years ago. Right. And so, I didn't do it. I didn't. Fast forward to 2010, I sought a breast reduction surgery, but I was denied the surgery because of radiation treatment I had to my chest back in high school for my first bout of Hodgkin's lymphoma. So I left the office, dejected, stuck in traffic on 95. I came up with this idea. And so the Betterly bra, the result is a customizable bra that offers multiple sizes in the same bra. So we think of all the problems you have with your bra. We have solved them. So we have simplified sizing. We offer multiple sizes in the same bra, and our patented features are customizable, so you get your best fit every time.
That's so awesome, Jessica. Man.
Thank you.
So you designed the bra?
Yes. I designed the idea and went to, and I don't sew, so I worked with, sample makers. But yes, it is my design.
I like that.
And I guess technically I'm an inventor since I was granted a patent for the functionality.
That's right. Yes, you are. Let's own that. Yes,
Yeah.
you are. Absolutely. And then how high, what's their highest size, your biggest size?
So we offer sizes 28B to 44H.
Lord,
and everything in between. And so I clarify because, like in my case, narrow back, large bust, but the opposite. If you have a wider back and a smaller bust, you essentially have the same issues.
Right.
So we cover everything. So if there was a 28H women, we cover that size, and we go, so we cover you all 28B to 44H, and then our sizing is simplified. So you might not know the term sister sizing, but you certainly know wearing, a 34 double D or 34, double D in one brand or 36D in a different brand. And that's called sister sizing. They might fit, but that's what also contributes to people not knowing their real size,
right,
and why they're guessing, wearing the wrong size and not getting the right fit. So your band fits, but your cup doesn't fit. Your cup fits, your band doesn't fit. So our functionality solves all of that. And to go back to the simplified sizing, one of the two features of our bra that make it customizable. So we'll start with the back band, so we can visualize the back has the same hook and eyes as every other bra. The back is a patented elastic, and elastic by nature of its elasticity. So our bras are sized. Let's just take a C cup for example, 28-32B or C, 32-36C, 36-40. So when you measure your band is your band. No more adding any inches, subtracting your cup. We do not conflate your band with your cup. Your band is your band. And then you do a second measurement across your bust to find your cup size. So we offer all those cups B to H. But again, the band sizes are 28-36. So, for example, so if you measure, let me go back to the measurements. Say you're 34 in your band. Say you're a 38 in your bust. So that's 4 inches, A, B, C, D. You'd be a 34D. Very easy. So in our Betterly bra, you would wear 32-36D because your back measures in between those two sizes. So if you're a 32 and a half,
smart.
Yeah. Thank you. So if you're 32 and a half, 34, 35, you'll fit this bra. It'll fit you because it's customizable. And it's also beneficial. Our bodies change.
Yeah.
You might be up a couple of pounds this month. You might be down. And also it's just comfort. I like to be super snug. Somebody might not want it as tight. That customization gives you that, so you get your best fit. And then additionally, our shoulder straps, again, visually, if you put your thumb underneath your strap, you just have all this extra strapping. So our bra, the second part of our functionality, are the shoulder straps. They're convertible straps, but we have patented loops on the back band that give you an extra 4 inches of adjustability. So no more readjusting because that slider falls out. It slips during the day. No more of that. No more straps falling off of your shoulder. The other thing is, the normal bra, standard bra, doesn't account for your torso length. So what if you have a short torso or narrow shoulders? Your straps are falling off all day. Well, they will not on ours because now you can tighten it. And the benefit of the convertible straps is now you can wear it standard style and you can wear it racer back. All with the customizable features.
This is incredible.
Thank you.
You thought about every woman. I
have. It didn't all happen at the same time. That's part of the 13 years. Because when I designed this, it was for larger busted women. And I thought, okay, there's definitely a market for that. That'll be fine.
Surely.
And the blessing was the very first designer with whom I worked, was a very slight lady, and I didn't think would ever, need my functionality. But when I explained it, she got so excited, particularly about the shoulder straps, because she was so lean and had narrow shoulders, and was saying, "Oh my God, my straps always fall off. This would be so great for me." And it was an Oprah aha moment, like, "Oh my God, Jess, this is for everybody." Right. And then I went back and just sort of redesigned it and came up with the sizing and et cetera.
Listen, is it under wire?
So this first offering is the runaround bra. It is not wire, it's wire free. We are working on what I call our original bra that will have a wire in it. The runaround bra does not have a wire. Is it called runaround because it's like a sports bra? No, it's runaround because you're going to literally run around and do everything you do in your day. It will function as a low impact sports bra, but I came to that because when I had my surgery, I laughed because when I had my kidney transplant last year, we'll get to that. Mm-hmm. When I got out of the hospital, I was only allowed to walk as my exercise. And so the sample maker sent me this bra, and it was good and it was great, but I wasn't allowed. So I'm walking on the treadmill but I was thinking, but when I'm able to really work out, I don't, it's not going to be strong enough. I said, but I love this thing. I kept it on, and I was talking. I had an operating officer, and I said, yeah, but I was running around all day. I took my daughter to this, I did this, and I'm running around. And again, above, I'm like, oh my God, I'm calling Mr. Runaround Bra because it's so comfortable. It's this buttery soft material. Again, it's wire free, but it is triple lined for comfort and modesty, all with our customizable features. So that's how I came up with Runaround. So you're going to put it on, and you're going to run around and do all the things you do in your day.
I love it. Yes. Man, Jess, that sounds amazing. It also sounds expensive. If I were to go to the store and the way you're explaining it, I would expect to pay at least $85 for the bra.
And that would be appropriate because nobody has our functionality, and you would get a customizable bra. However, our runaround bra retails for $65. So this first run is in black. We are certainly working on other colors. As I said, I've been working on this for 13 years, and it was just time. We've gotten this great. We have secured a factory on the East Coast, so we are made in America. I'm very excited about that. And so for this Kickstarter, it's in black. Yes. But as soon as we do certainly more colors, and then we'll move on to our high impact sports bra with the certainly moisture wicking fabric, the regular bra. But we'll also be doing bathing suits because if you have problems with your bra, you have problems with your swimsuit. So that's the blessing of our patented functionality that I can put it on all of these things. So the runaround bra in black, but it will be available in other colors. And then our high impact, our swimsuits, our regular bra. Yes.
Tell me how I can get it, and tell my listeners how we can order this bra.
So it's available. You can go to betterlybra.com. I know my voice is raspy. BETTERLY bra.com.
Okay. Wow, yes. Jess. Yes.
Thank you.
I am excited about this bra. Yeah. The most uncomfortable garment in the world is a bra.
Absolutely.
I've heard about girdles. Sure. I don't wear a girdle, but I've heard they're pretty uncomfortable too. But for me, it's a bra. You know how women, we come home and the first thing we do is go, "Oh,
you take it off,
Lord," yep. And then you take it from your arm, from your t-shirt.
Yep, and you pull it out. You can't wait to get
like
it.
A slingshot. It's like woo,
like a slit. It is, and I think and I hope that people understand. I didn't just come up with this idea because I want to sell bras. I was solving my own problems. Right. And then I thought, I can't possibly be the only woman who can't stand. It's also, I don't lack in self-confidence. I'll tell you, though, years of going in a dressing room and grabbing different bras and just, nothing would ever fit. I would get, it doesn't fit, but it'll work, right. But it's okay. Right. It'll do. And I think so many women do that. You just say, well, I have to wear a bra, so okay. And you wear a tank top over it, or you wear, something over it, right? And I know that feeling. So I'm really, essentially, I'm just a disgruntled consumer. That's really what it is.
That decided to help yourself.
Yeah, and that's it. And so in doing, I think, in solving my own problems, I have hopefully solved other people's problems. And, my goal really is to that feeling that you get in the dressing room, I don't want them to feel that way. I want them to feel great about themselves. And then it boosts your confidence. Your clothes fit better. I mean,
absolutely.
yeah.
When you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good. And an
Yes,
uncomfortable
indeed.
bra can ruin your whole entire day. Okay?
Oh, absolutely. No two ways about it. No two. And the readjusting. And then
Yeah.
that's the other thing about the runaround bra. Like my sister-in-law has 4 kids. And I mean, she quite literally runs around all day. And she was like, oh, this is so great. Do you know how many times a day I would bend over and pick little Bernie up, and I'm picking up toys, and I'm doing that. And she's like, I was always falling out of other bras. She's like, this one, oh my God. And you know, she's family, but she would give it to me straight.
Yes.
So I am just, you know, I'm like, okay, I love it.
You know, the other thing is how it shows up out and, you know, from the outside in. So you have on a bra, and then because it's not fitting right, you can see it through your clothes. You can see it bulging
for sure.
in certain areas.
Yeah, or the third and fourth boob, as I call it, because you don't have the right coverage.
Right. You're looking at this woman like, poor thing. And then some women are so busty that they just look like they're carrying a whole load. And you know they have on the wrong bra, because instead of it being lifted, it's sagged, and because it's the wrong bra, it's too high. So I think this is awesome, Jessica.
Thank you. I really, you know, I'm excited because I just know that I'm helping women, and it's our motto. And I say I'm literally and figuratively uplifting women. That's I want to empower and uplift women.
That's the slogan. Listen, uplifting women everywhere.
Yes, that is right.
When the word gets out and people start trying these bras, I have a feeling you're going to blow up pretty fast there, sugar. And the volume,
your lips to God's ears, we pray.
Listen, that's what I'm speaking. And then your husband's going to have to create a machine that's going to be making you some bras.
Yes. Now, wouldn't that be something? Now, that is the truth made in America for real.
Right. Because the volume, and you don't want to lose the value. You don't want to lose the design. You want to make sure that everything stays true to the name. Making sure that it stays betterly.
Yes, exactly.
Wow. This is really awesome, Jess. And you said that it feels like butter. What material is it?
So it's a spandex cotton. So it has a little stretch to it. It's just super soft. And as I said, it's triple lined. So it's so it's just this, again, just super soft. But because it's lined and the way it's made, it's still going to support you. You know, I know that it's going to be successful. I believe that in my soul. But my mission is to get this on bodies and help women feel better.
Absolutely. That's pretty awesome. If you don't mind, I want to go back a little bit. This all started because you couldn't get a surgery that you needed, I would say, because most women that seek out breast reductions most women do it because they need it, right?
Right.
But you couldn't get that done because of a surgery that you had back in high school, or because of a sickness.
Radiation treatment. Yes. So I had radiation treatment to my chest back in high school. And so when I met with the surgeon, he explained that a lot of recovery is blood flow. And radiation treatment damages, you know, can damage blood flow. And so he said, but we don't know what it would be. I could do the surgery, it would be successful and you'd be happy. Or I could do the surgery and you'd have wound issues the rest of your life, but we don't know. And so I won't do the surgery.
Okay. Got it.
And then that was when I left the office, like, well, shoot, what am I going to do now? And that's when I came up with this idea.
Your journey is incredible. Do you want to talk a little bit about your journey with your illness, or?
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. I mean,
I didn't want to cross the line.
No. I've been very, very open about it. I'm grateful to be here. So yes, I am a 3-time survivor of Hodgkin's lymphoma. And yes, you remember I was diagnosed the first time when I was 16.
Yeah.
And so that was surgery, chemo, radiation. And then I was cancer free for 11 years and then came back when I was 27.
Wow.
And that was rounds of chemo. And then I was cancer free for 9 years. And in that time got married and had our daughter, who we were told we only had a 5% chance because at 34, I was what they called advanced maternal age because of all the chemo I had.
Right.
And here she is, natural. Yes, anyway, we had our beautiful, healthy daughter.
Thank you.
Yes,
Jesus.
indeed. So she knows the story and laughs like if she does something and nothing major, but she didn't clean the kitchen. She's like, "Well, aren't you just glad you took that 5% chance?" I said, "Yes, we are."
I love it.
And then the cancer came back in 2009, and then I had chemo and I had a stem cell transplant. So I've been cancer free for 15 years. 15 years last week, in fact.
Thank you, God. The first time that you hear that cancer is back, do you automatically say, all right, let's go? Or do you say, I don't know if I can go through that again because you remember what it was like,
Never the second. No, just, all right, what do we got to do?
Okay.
And I think that was, I was 3 distinct, 16, 27, 36, very different points in my life. And at 16, I was treated at Children's Hospital. I had a brilliant doctor who, when we were diagnosed and we did, all the testing, she said, we caught it pretty early. Mm-hmm. Your chances are very good. You're going to have a really tough year. She just laid it out. You're going to get sick. And this is in 89. So, but they didn't have the anti-nausea medicine they have now. I didn't have a pick or a port. They just literally gave me an IV and pushed the chemo into my veins, which is why I still have problems to this day. Jeez. But my point is, she just said that this is what's going to happen. We'll be thinking about a year. You'll be okay. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's part of maybe a 16-year-old's naivete. Like, all right, well, this is what I have to do. And yes, it was difficult. And I didn't go completely bald, but I lost a lot of hair. And that's challenging in high school.
Of course.
But I just saw a goal. And so I was like, all right, I have to do it. And that's really kind of helped me through my whole life. So I'm very goal oriented. What do we have to do? Not that it's easy. It's just what we have to do. Right. So the second time was I was single. I knew I was sick because I presented all the symptoms, but I didn't go. My dad had been really ill, so I didn't tell anybody. Although anybody with eyes could see, I lost like 30 pounds. And and I finally told I started treatment on my own, and I finally told my family.
Oh, my goodness.
But that was different. It was, I was single. I was just really so concerned about my mom and dad. But that was successful, 6 months of chemo. The third time I was married with a toddler. And so it was definitely never I can't do it again. It's even, I really have to do it.
Let's go. Right.
And my husband is just incredible in a million ways. And he said in the beginning, all right, listen, you get 15 minutes after the initial shock, which of course we were shocked. Because my kind of cancer, it doesn't recur that many times. So, he said, okay, babe, you get 15 minutes. He's like, after this cry that we cried, 15 minutes a day. You get to feel sorry for yourself. You get to cry. He said, but then that's it. We got to get to the business of kicking this thing.
Wow.
And that's it. It had to be done. So there was never I can't do it again. It's all right, I'm going to do it again.
That's right. It's here. Let's go. What are we going to do?
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
So what led to the kidney transplant?
So the 3 cycles or 3 times of chemo injured my heart. And the radiation specifically injured my heart. The chemo also injured my kidneys. So just that we would watch it over the years. Mm-hmm. So when I had radiation back in high school, they said, you are likely going to have cardiac issues in the next 25 to 30 years. Sure enough, 25 years later, I had my first bout of congestive heart failure. And had a couple of bouts throughout the years. In August of 20, I had a stent put in my LAD, left anterior descending artery, which some of your listeners might know that it's called the Widowmaker. Men would literally just drop dead. You don't have any symptoms, and it was called the Widowmaker. Mine was 98% occluded from the radiation treatment. So I had a stent in my LAD. I had a heart attack in 21. I had aortic valve replacement in 22. And that surgery further damaged my kidneys. So when I woke up from surgery, I was on dialysis.
Oh my God.
And it's not likely, but they were hoping that my kidneys would rebound. But after a few months of dialysis, my kidneys did not rebound, and they said I needed a kidney transplant. And so the hunt began, the search began, and my husband was the first. They said, your living donor is your best option.
Right.
Because you could be on dialysis, for a deceased donor could be 8 years. And my husband was a match. And so he donated his kidney to me last year.
Glory to God. That's...
Yeah, it's a blessing. It's just incredible. Yeah, it's incredible.
That's a miracle. Like, just a miracle.
Yeah, I still feel that way. Sometimes I just can't even. So, I don't give him any, I don't give him any lip about not taking the trash out.
Man, just your journey, period. Your journey, and, from 16 to now, of all the things that you've gone through. You never gave up. You never looked back. And it had to be scary, but you still kept pressing. You know what I mean? And now you're an entrepreneur. You're a mom. You're an incredible wife. I know he's an incredible husband, but that's because, let's be very clear, Jessy, that's because you're an incredible wife.
No,
and he's like, listen, I can't lose this lady. Here, take my kidney. That's how that happened.
I know. It's still quite, sometimes it's unbelievable. Yeah.
Oh, that is thank you so much for sharing your story.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate you sharing that with the audience. It's important for people to know, if you've been through all that you've been through. Now, I've been through some stuff. Let me just explain. I've been through a little tiny bit of stuff, right? Nothing compared to what you've been through. My sister Tony is a 3-time breast cancer. Well, Tony had breast cancer twice, and she had lung cancer once.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
I might have cried more than her. She's doing well now. But I'm just a whole regular punk sissy when it comes to these things. Which is probably why God is like, no, not that one. So just your journey and the fact that you've been through all this, and you still, even after your recent, I didn't know you had a heart attack, Jessica. You had a heart attack.
Yeah.
You woke up from surgery. You needed a kidney. Your kidneys failed. Now you had the kidney transplant. That had to be scary, hoping to find a kidney, but you have this amazing husband that God sent. God knew that he was going to be a match for you, right? All these things, and you still are pressing your way and being a boss chick. Incredible. Incredible.
Thank you.
Man.
Oh, I feel very blessed.
I hope that when you do interviews, I don't know how, as your bra line grows and you go around talking about it and you do it in interviews, if you're on the news or if you're on TV shows, as it grows, that you share your journey, because people need to know where you came from. And when we put on this Betterly bra, we're wearing your blood, sweat, and tears. We're wearing this bra because you had a vision and you didn't give up. And you needed something to make your health better, and you weren't able to get it because of your health conditions, right? So it's important that we understand the love behind this Betterly bra. And I want to go on record and say thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's I'm just obviously grateful to be alive. It hasn't been easy, but I learned really early that it can always be worse.
Absolutely.
And that doesn't take away from what I'm going through.
Right.
But I've lost very, very dear family and friends to cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And so whatever I've gone through is, like my dad, my godfather, my father, very, very dear people to me, of course.
Right.
And I'm still here. So it was bad, but it wasn't that bad.
Right.
When I think about it. And then there are people, where it's, again, my journey was bad. It wasn't the worst that anyone's ever had. And there's an old saying, if you meet 100 people and everybody puts their problems in a hat and you read everybody's, you will likely take yours back. And that's how I feel. Like this,
that's my problem. Can I get that back? Yes. Can I get my problems back, please? It wasn't that bad after all. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I feel that way. And so it just happened. It was, and I'm not dumbing down or simplifying because it wasn't easy. There was a very, very crucial moment a couple of days after my heart surgery that I almost didn't make it. And that's another story. But I did make it, and I'm grateful. And so, praise God for another day. Wow. And that's what keeps me going. Because I remember when I couldn't. That's why I do what I do. Because even post kidney transplant, like as soon as I was given like physical clearance to work out or do this or do that, I did it. And Josh, you're doing too much. Slow down. I'm like, wait a second. I couldn't walk last year. Right. Post surgery. Right. Even though the kidney was working, I have one tiny residual heart issue that I have to deal with. It's very minor, but I had like almost 30 pounds of water weight, and I couldn't. I really couldn't walk. It was like shuffling. I was in pain, and so now I'm like, of course I'm going to do it because I couldn't. A year ago I couldn't. Right. 2 years ago before the open heart surgery, I couldn't walk a flight of steps without panting. It was that crucial. So the fact that I can now, I'm doing it all. I might not do it well, but I'm doing it all.
No, that's right. Keep doing it, Jess. Keep doing it. To God be the glory.
Amen. Yes.
Because
why
wouldn't you do it, right? Man.
Exactly. Yes, because I just know, and I think, I know full well it's very close in my memory when I couldn't do it. So that's why I do as much as I do.
And you have a 16-year-old that's watching you, and she's going to know, like, hey, listen, we literally have no excuse.
Yeah.
Like, when I came in from work today, I had a really rough day at work. And I said, I got to keep going for the people that keep going. Like, I have no excuse. Yes, I'm tired. Yes, I had a rough day. Yes, I'm sleepy. I'm probably working off of 4 hours of sleep. But I got to keep going because I have no excuse. I have no excuse not to.
Yes. No. And that's what keeps me going. Yes. We're human. We have to rest. I know enough to rest when I need to. But, I just feel like it's just it's a gift. It's just such a gift when I think of what's happened. And really the last 35 years, but particularly these last 4 years. Because I certainly had spans of being cancer free and being healthy, but the last 4 years were challenging. But now they're not challenging in other ways, but certainly not in the health. So I just feel so forced. Like, all right, what am I going to do today?
That's
because I can, and it's
man.
So yes, I hope that anybody listening will, whatever they're going through, and it might not be health. It could, whatever someone's tribulation is, whatever their trial is, because everybody has something. Yep. There's no two ways about that.
That's right.
But whatever that is, I really do hope that anybody listening will be encouraged to have hope and just to keep going, because it's a cliche, but as long as there's breath in your body, there's a chance to make things better. There's an absolute chance for things to get better. And I believe that wholeheartedly.
That is, it might be a cliche, but it is the truth before God. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
As long as you have breath, God is still with you, and He's giving you an opportunity. I say it all the time. Every morning you wake up, it's another opportunity to do better, to be better. Morning by morning, new mercies, brand new mercies, a new day, new mercies. And God is God who gives it. He's so merciful. He's
absolutely. So and I do wake up just all right, Lord, thank you.
Yeah.
That's it. Just a blank, just thank you.
Yep.
Because we really couldn't
Exactly.
name all the things for which we're thankful.
Yep.
So I just say thank you, because the list is just so long.
That's right.
And yeah, gratitude just is, but I think gratitude, like, it's a panacea. It fixes everything. When I say fix, it just, no matter what you're going, at least for me, what you're going through. And I was given this advice by a very, very dear friend, my husband's aunt, in fact, who sadly died of cancer. But when I was going through my stem cell transplant, I was in the hospital for a month, and I couldn't see our daughter. And beautiful Aunt Patty said, you're going to have moments, you're going to be sick, you're going to be tired, you're going to be angry, all these things, and that's normal. She said, when that happens, just start thanking God for your blessings. Start listing. Yes. She's like, she's like, and it could be the big things, your husband, your house, your daughter. She's like, it could be the small things. Like, I gotta thank you, God, for letting me walk to the bathroom by myself, because there were days I couldn't.
Yes.
Thank you, God. I took a shower today. Thank you, God. And because it's nearly impossible, to be sad, to be sad when you're being grateful.
Yes.
You kind of can't have both. And so it's just enough to hopefully switch gears for you and put your mind in a different way.
Get you to the next
just
moment.
List the things.
Get you moment by moment.
So gratitude is medicine.
It is. And that's why the scripture says, in everything give thanks. Give thanks.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And it changes. I think it's a reset. It's a mental reset to say, it's like during the pandemic, and if you can't tell, I'm a positive person by nature.
Absolutely.
But during the pandemic, you heard so many people, oh my God, I'm stuck at home.
Uh-huh.
Well, we had to reframe that. No, I'm safe at home.
Right.
Now, are you still at home?
Come on.
But how do you look at it? And I'm like, no, we are safe at home. We have food, like, we're okay. And so that changes, and that's just the kind of an example, but it changed. The situation is the same, but it's how you look at it that helps you deal with it. And so all of that, I hope that anybody listening going through something will just hopefully take something and take some hope and know that things can and most certainly do get better.
Thank you, Jess.
Or that, you have the strength. The situation might be the same, but something changes in you to make you handle the situation better.
That's right.
Yeah, and I think that what seems like a really bad situation at the time, because it is, not seems like, when you're going through something and it is serious, it's just, I've just had a few situations where once I came out of it and looked back, it was like, oh yeah, okay, yep, I get it. Yep, I'm good.
Got it.
And it's hard to see that when you're going through that.
Ooh,
but it's the hope to know I'm going to get on the other side. I'm going to look back and I'm going to learn that lesson. I'm going to receive whatever God was trying to give and tell me. And
you know what else, Jess, is your purpose. And right now in this very moment in time, you sharing with other people, because somebody out there is going through the same thing. Maybe better or maybe worse. They're going through something. And they will say, man, if she can go through that way, why am I complaining? And they might get on their knees and say, Lord, I'm sorry for complaining. Give me a joyful heart. Change my mindset. You know what I mean? I believe that you are going to encourage many, many people. And I thank God. I'm going to call it your testimony. It's not just your story. It's your testimony. I thank God for you sharing it tonight.
And I thank you. You are the peacemaker. You are love and you are light. And I'm so grateful to be here with you tonight.
Thank you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to close out. Again, I know I said thank you 100 times, but I'm going to say it again. Thank you for your time. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me tonight and to talk about all your businesses that you've got going on. You are the entrepreneur, not just you are the entrepreneur, right? So I'm going to give you a 30-second commercial, 30 or however many seconds it's going to take for you to tell us about Betterly Bra Company, how we can
Yes.
order, where we can find you. Are you on Instagram, Facebook, all of that good stuff? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Take it away.
All right. Thank you very much again for having me. The Betterly Bra Company, we're the only patented and truly customizable bra line that offers multiple sizes in the same bra. You will get your best fit every time. You can go to betterlybra.com, BETTERLY bra.com, and you will get your best fit. It's not one size fits all. It's one size fits you. Ooh. Betterlybra.com.
I love it. I love it. Are you on Instagram, Facebook?
Yes, we are on betterlybra.co on Instagram, betterlybra on Facebook, and betterlybra.com is our website.
Woo! I love it. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Join me next time right here on the CharlieB podcast. CharlieB out. Oh, Jessica.
You are amazing.
No.
Oh my gosh, you are so amazing.
You are amazing. Thank you, Jessica. Your story is incredible, girl. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the show. You can also like my page on Facebook at the CharlieB podcast. Now, before you get out of the car and go to whatever is next, take a deep breath and remember, this is what you were created for. God gave you a different kind of strength, and whatever it is, you've got this. So again, thanks for tuning in. Really, you didn't have to, but I'm so glad that you did. Join me next time right here on the CharlieB podcast.